Welcome to Quantumly Kinky with Veda, where we talk about sex, Chinese medicine, and character development for the multidimensional you.
Episode 19, Make It Sexy with Gratitude. Welcome back to Quantumly Kinky, your weekly erotic transmission where we explore the sensual, the sacred, and the science of being deeply alive. I am your host, SarahVeda, and today we're devoting this episode to something deceptively simple, yet wildly transformative: gratitude. Not the basic, bypassy, I'm grateful for sunshine kind, though yes, seriously, bless the sun, she is God. But I mean the kind of gratitude that changes the energy of the room, that recalibrates your nervous system, that makes your lover soften, your body melt, and the air between you charged with sexy presence. Gratitude is erotic. It's also an amplifier. And when we use it intentionally on ourselves, our partners, and our connection, it literally becomes relationship technology. So this episode is for all you lovers out there, and it's your invitation to show up more, to love louder, to witness deeper, and yes, to make gratitude sexy. Gratitude isn't just a feel-good idea. It's literally the sexiest frequency on earth. It's a full body reprogramming tool. Think about this. When we express gratitude, our entire system shifts. Our vagal tone increases, and this strengthens our parasympathetic pathways that calm our nervous system and soften our body. This literally makes us more receptive, more able to breathe deeply, to digest fully, and feel safe enough to surrender to our pleasure. Let's take a deep breath together. When we express gratitude, cortisol, the stress hormone, also begins to drop. We're no longer bracing for impact, but we're tuning to the beauty around us. Our muscles relax, our heartbeat steadies, and our breath deepens. And then something even more delicious happens. When we express gratitude, our body begins to release oxytocin, that sweet little hormone of trust, intimacy, and connection. It's often called the cuddle hormone because it dissolves barriers between self and other. It's what makes eye contact feel electric, what turns a touch into a transmission, and what allows sex to become soul medicine. So from this perspective, gratitude is not just a mindset. It's an erotic nervous system upgrade. Gratitude primes the body for deeper pleasure, for emotional attunement, and for the frequency of love. Because when we feel safe, adored, and attuned through the lens of gratitude, our libido doesn't have to fight through the fog of fear. It simply blooms. In this state of gratitude, our sensuality isn't performative. It's primal, present, and pulsing with truth. Gratitude tells our bodies we're safe here, you're loved, and you can open. And in that opening, pleasure flows. Think about how sexy it is to feel safe, seen, and cherished. That's what gratitude creates. It turns on our erotic nervous system, the part of us that can stay soft while being fully exposed at the same time. The part of us that wants to lean in and not flinch away. And in Chinese medicine, gratitude is actually medicine for our energy system. When we feel and express gratitude, we're not just being positive. We're moving our liver qi, and our liver qi governs the smooth flow of our emotions, creativity, and sexual desire. The liver is like the energetic DJ of your body. It keeps things moving. So when it feels stuck, you feel irritable, tense, and maybe even numb. But when you drop into true gratitude and appreciation, your liver qi energy begins to flow again. It's like taking a deep exhale after holding your breath for too long. Speaking of, let's take a deep breath again. Gratitude also nourishes our heart shen. And this is the spirit that lives in our heart that governs things like joy, presence, and intimacy. In Chinese medicine, shen is like your consciousness, your charisma, your sparkle. And when shen is nourished, you feel emotionally connected. You feel inspired and lit up from within. So when you practice gratitude, you're doing so much more than just being nice. You're regulating your emotions. You're clearing internal stagnation and turning up that sexy light within your heart. And from that space, of course, pleasure is going to flow more easily. Connection feels safer, and our sexuality becomes less about performance and more about presence. Gratitude is not just what you say after you get what you want. It's how you summon what you want closer. And in a relationship, that means tuning your attention to a frequency that says, hey, I see the best in you, and I remember your light even when it's dimming. And you know what? That fucking turns me on. But here's the secret that most people skip. You cannot access that kind of devotion for someone unless you've first practiced it on yourself. Because real gratitude, the kind that rewires your body and opens your heart, it starts inward. So before you can look at your partner with reverence, you have to look at your own reflection and say, I see the best in you too. And even when you're tired, messy, healing, uncertain, I remember your light, and I choose to stay turned on by your becoming. That's where the erotic field really starts to open, when gratitude becomes a daily ritual of self-witnessing. And I'm not talking about for the things that you've accomplished, but simply for being you, for breathing, for trying again, even when it's hard. Because when you can turn yourself on with tenderness, babe, you magnetize everything else right to you. So before you can pour devotion into your lover, you have to pour some into you first. And I don't mean reciting mere affirmations through clenched teeth, but I mean sensual, honest, embodied self-thankfulness. The kind that makes your nervous system say, yes, I am worth loving. So start small. Start softly and run your fingers down your arms and whisper, "Thank you, skin, for holding all of my sensations today." And look into the mirror and gaze into your eyes and say, "Thank you, eyes, for witnessing beauty every single day, even when my human forgets to." At night, place a hand on your chest and thank your legs for carrying you, your lungs for breathing, your heart for beating. These micro moments of gratitude do so much more than just make you feel good. They nourish your inner lover. They restore erotic coherence, that state of being in alignment with your own sensual, turned on truth. And when you're erotically coherent, your energy literally becomes so powerful. But let's circle back for a second. What exactly is erotic coherence? And how can gratitude help nurture this? Well, erotic coherence is when your heart, body, mind, and spirit are all saying the same thing. I am safe in my pleasure. I trust my worth. I'm open to connection. It's like the exact opposite of performative sexuality or disconnected desire. Erotic coherence is when your body isn't chasing turn on, it's radiating it because you're already full. And here's why that matters. When you're erotically coherent, your presence becomes a frequency. You don't have to try to be sexy. You are sexy because you're grounded, glowing, and clear. And this gratitude practice, it's also like energetic foreplay. Having gratitude for yourself is a turn on because it tells your entire system, you're already enough. You do not have to perform for love. And that creates safety within. And in safety, your pleasure blooms, your tissues soften, your breath deepens. Your energy field becomes inviting instead of grasping. And your partner, well, you better believe that they feel it. When you walk into the room, already holding yourself with reverence, your partner instinctively rises to meet you there. And it's not because you demanded it, but because you magnetized it. Energetic foreplay means preparing your own field for love to enter without waiting for someone else to initiate it. So you've already lit your candle, you've already said yes to yourself. So when they touch you, speak to you, and lean in closer, they're not lighting your match, they're entering your flame. And that is sexy. So now that you've practiced self-gratitude and opened up to becoming more erotically coherent and using gratitude as energetic foreplay, I want to talk about having a ritual together in relationship for gratitude practice. I call it the sexy mirror ritual. And it's really a ritual that melts all the walls between you two. It tunes your fields and potentially leads to very sexy things. So, grab your partner, light a candle, and sit across from one another. Take a moment to create a strong field of intention. Begin with something like this. I want to share 3 things that I'm grateful about you today and why they turn me on. Now take turns. Make it playful, specific, and embodied. Let your gratitude for each other come with sensual detail. So some examples of this might be, I'm grateful for how calm you were when I was spiraling. It really made me want to crawl into your lap and let you be my ground. Or, I really love how you made breakfast this morning. It felt like a love note that I could eat, and that kind of care, it's sexy. And even something like, I'm grateful for your laugh. Every time I hear it, my whole body relaxes, and it's like the sound of home. After each gratitude statement to each other, pause, breathe, let it really land. And then, if the moment invites it, bring your bodies together and let the ritual become a doorway into deeper intimacy. This isn't just about foreplay for sex. It's foreplay for truth, for your relationship container, for presence, and for erotic trust. So I suggest that you make it a weekly ritual, even better, a daily one. But at least once a week, take this time to tune into one another and really share 3 things that you're grateful for and see what it does. And more importantly, even do this when you might feel bitey and grumpy with each other, because we don't just need gratitude when things are good. We need it especially when things might feel a little off. If you guys are in a fight, if you're tired, you feel misunderstood, that's the moment to pause and ask, what can I still love right now? Gratitude is the ultimate frequency hack. It doesn't bypass the hard stuff, but it creates space around it. Space to stay connected while navigating disconnection. So even when you're irritated, try to say something like, hey, even though I'm annoyed, I still love the way that your eyes crinkle when you smile. Maybe you guys are caught up in stories, but breathe into your belly and whisper, hey, thank you, I love you. Gratitude turns your relationship from a reactive loop into a living ritual, a place you come back to again and again to remember why you said yes, and to remember how sexy it is to keep saying yes to one another. So your invitation this week, begin with you. Say thank you to your body, your breath, your being. Let that love spiral inward, then extend it. Tell your partner what you adore about them. Tell them why they turn you on. Let your appreciation for one another drip with sensuality, and let your compliments be foreplay. Because when you water your relationship with presence, gratitude, and sexy attention, it really blooms. So make gratitude a ritual. Make it art. Make it fucking sacred. And most of all, make it sexy. Until next time, stay turned on, stay grateful, and keep loving like it's your favorite spell to cast.
Thanks for listening to today's episode of Quantumly Kinky with Veda. Stay turned on. Till next time.